We'll do it live. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about two little things that happened today, or that are going to happen today. Wait for some people to show up. I can talk about it a little bit more in depth. It's probably the first time when there's not a lot of people right now, which is fine. Because I scheduled this and it just did not really go the way I wanted it to. Combo King, hey man, what's up? Much up to you. Yeah, we don't got much else to talk. We don't got much to talk about today. Tio, he can't decide whether he should do it then or now. Yeah, I know it's a really weird day. I'll talk about why. But right now we're gonna just take a few minutes to just kind of. Tio, that's kind of a song. What? Okay. Savage 20 Jr., what got you in the gaming in the first place? That was from my mom. My mom got me a PS1 and she played Toy Story 2 with me, and she got me the original Spider-Man 2000. And that was the start of how I started to really get into gaming. And then I got the PS2, and then I got like Iron Man, and I got Batman Begins. A lot of it was really superhero video games. Probably up until I got the Xbox 360 is when I finally like started to do a little bit. You get more variety with my video games. And then I started getting like Dead Space games. Where actually no, I did not get Dead Space. I got Batman Arkham was like the big games. I'm trying to remember like what were the first games I really started to get. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Assassin's Creed was the first franchise that was not Marvel or DC that I finally started to play a lot. What else? What else did I venture off into? I'm trying to just look over my shoulder and see Star Wars. I think Star Wars Force Unleashed. Trying to remember some other ones. I don't know. It's a little my brain is a little fuzzy with it, but those were like the big series that I got into. But then we got the Xbox One and the PS4, and then I got the Evil Within, and Evil Within was like the first horror game that I ever played. And then I went back and I got Dead Space for the 360, back when my 360 was still capable of working. But that's why I also got the Xbox One, so I could play the Dead Space on the Xbox One too. And then of course, over the course of time, I started getting into more and more different series of games. So yeah, just a quick recap on that. Tio, you know that song I Can't Decide? No, I don't actually. Combo King, how's the game we got in the background controlling by itself? Well, it's not actually. There is actually someone in the room with me, who will remain unnamed for the time being, unless I deem it absolutely necessary to say. Combo King, you? Oh yeah, I'm playing a video game. But while I'm looking at the screen, I just recorded it in the background. You guys didn't even know it. No, I'm not doing that. That would be weird. Zaid, hi Mike, what's up? I got a lot of stuff to tell you. Not much, man. What's up? What's up with you? We got a lot of weird stuff to talk about today. There's two things I really want to talk about today. We'll probably talk about the one thing I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about the thing that happened today that was very, very strange. Which is going to be kind of funny to talk about. Zay, did you see Scorpion's Resident Evil comic videos? I looked at his channel. I went and I looked up his channel. I looked at it. I didn't watch any of the videos yet, but I did look at his channel. I looked at some of his stuff. He seems a lot like me, where he's got like a huge opinion about things. I think me and him sit on the different scale of things with the whole Chris thing with Resident Evil Village. I think he's not really liking it that much with Chris design. But then again, who didn't like the Chris design from 7? I mean, come on, the Chris design from 7 is like the worst design. It doesn't even look like Chris. At least in Village, it looked like Chris. Apparently, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are coming back as Spider-Man in the next MCU Spider-Man films. The leaks are getting crazy. Yeah, they're getting crazy. I keep hearing people talk about that too. I have to always calm them down, even though part of me wants to get hyped up too, because like, oh, the possibilities are real. But you know, Zaid, have you seen the new footage of Spider-Man Miles Morales? Because it shows Miles teaming up with Peter and they fight Rhino. Yeah, I did actually. I wonder when I'm going to be able to play as Peter in that game. Because here's the thing. If you can't play as Peter in Spider-Man Miles Morales, then in the next Spider-Man game, they need to not have me play as Miles, period. Because in the original, in the first game, Marvel Spider-Man, they have you play as Miles and MJ and Peter. That's shoving those characters down my throat to play. How about you in the next game, you just have me play as Peter and MJ then? Don't have me play as Miles then. If Miles is going to get his own game, then don't have me play as Miles. That's not fair to me. Maybe I just want to play as Peter. Like, this is kind of the thing I go back to where it's like they keep shoving this down my throat. They don't let me breathe and have my Peter Parker instead. They just want to give me Miles too. It's like, no, motherfucker, you got your own game. I got this game. Go fuck off. Like seriously. Don't sit there and be like, okay, he has to be in the game and then force me to play as him, because that ain't going to fly with me. And that's probably why I don't want to get the second game, because I'm assuming that's going to happen. Tio, Zayd, what's going on here? Zayd, Robbie Amell is not playing Wesker. Instead, he is playing Chris Redfield in Resident Evil Reboot. Tom Hopper will play Albert Wesker in Resident Evil Reboot. Oh, okay. Tio, now that you finished with the Batman Arkham, what is your next game? Hold on, we did not finish Batman Arkham. Batman Arkham Knight is not done. Don't get it twisted. Batman Arkham Knight is not over. Right now it is, because I have to reinstall Batman Arkham Knight on my computer so that I can play through the game again by myself and get back to that part and hit record on my computer so that I can show you guys that scene. Because the reason why we stopped was because it blocked the live stream blocked me. So I have to go out of my way now and actually do it on my computer, which is fine because I can show you guys some of my mods. I can show you some of the cool things that I have now. So I'm looking at it as an opportunity to show you guys some cool stuff. That's what I'm doing. But Batman Arkham Knight is not done. It's just on break. Batman Arkham Knight is on break until I can actually show you guys like what happens. So Zayd, why don't you like Claire Redfield? I think she is a great character. She's boring. She's boring, and all she does is fucking save little kids. It's like, that doesn't make me like her. She just seems very plain. You know, what does Claire Redfield have done? What? She's fought the tyrants from 2. She's only been in the second game. She's only been in Revelations 2 and Code Veronica. I did not like Code Veronica. Revelations 2 is meh. It's fine. It's okay. 2 is great, but Claire I just don't like. She's boring to me. She's boring. I like Jill more. I like Chris more. I like Leon more. I think that Claire's boring, honestly. Tio, wait, are they coming back or not? Oh crap, I got my hopes up. Now I'm fucked. Zayd, Kaya, I can't pronounce that last name, will be Claire Redfield, and Hannah John Carmen will play as Jill Valentine and is confirmed. Okay. Baron 888, I want a dark, well-written Spider-Man noir game. That would be awesome, I think. Yeah, that'd be cool. Zayd, you thought that Robbie Amell would play Albert Wesker, but instead it will actually be Tom Harper who will play Albert Wesker. All right. I'm keeping my expectations low with the leaks. It sounds like it's overstuffing the MCU, Spider-Man 3 style. Yeah, sounds like it. Zaid, what is your favorite Resident Evil creature and why? The Nemesis, because he is a force to be reckoned with. He is probably one of the toughest creatures ever. Combo King, you must be aligned. Okay. So Spider-Man Own, sup? What's today's topic? We got two topics today. They're not going to be that long. They're probably going to be very short. I'm a busy guy. Okay, I got a lot of things going on. I mean, this doesn't happen. There's not gameplay in the background of my screen, but there's a reason for that, which I will talk about later. What is your opinion about Doctor Strange joining the third Spider-Man film? I just hope he doesn't have a big role in the movie. Here's the thing. This is kind of where my problem is. Okay, this is kind of where the problem was with Iron Man, for example. Spider-Man. Okay, look. Here's the thing. Old Marvel, the way Marvel used to be, is that when superheroes teamed up, they would usually teach each other a lesson in some way, shape, or form. They would teach each other about, how they do things or how they can work together or whatever, yada, yada, yada. But the point is that they were equal, right? They were like on equal levels with each other. Like they respected each other. One of my biggest problems with Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home is that they don't treat Spider-Man with the same level of respect as they would in like a video game or a comic book or a TV show. It is this thing where Iron Man's up here and Spider-Man is right here on the bottom. They're not equal as they should be. And that's my problem. And I don't want that to happen with Doctor Strange, where Doctor Strange is up here and Spider-Man's down here again. Like, that is not how this should be. Like, that is my biggest problem, and that's why I always bitch about it, because it just doesn't it's not Spider-Man. It's not how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be on equal level with each other. They're supposed to respect each other. They're not supposed to look down at each other, or one of them looking down at each other. That's not how that works. That's not a good team up then. It's not even a team up. It's like a mentorship. I don't like Spider-Man having a mentorship from Iron Man, let alone Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is better. Reed Richards is better as a mentor figure for him. At the same time, he shouldn't have that. One of the best parts about Spider-Man was that he is a character who learns from his mistakes. He's his own role model. Well, Uncle Ben was, but he's dead. So he has no one but himself to really kind of rely on. And that's kind of what's so powerful about the character. He is self-responsible. And that's kind of goes back to kind of the issues I have with the political climate these days. There's a lot of people who are not personally responsible for their actions, who do not hold themselves personally responsible for the actions. All they do is whine, complain, and bitch about other people when they have done nothing for their own lives to make themselves better. That is the problem I have with Homecoming and Far From Home, is they do not teach the idea of self-responsibility, and which is what literally the last five movies, the first five movies have done, is self-responsibility, self-reliance. You cannot rely on your parents forever. You cannot rely on your mentors forever. You have to grow up and learn to take care of yourself. And that is my biggest problem with those movies, is that they do the exact opposite. Let's see. What else we got? All right, Zaid, if you play Resident Evil 4, you will understand why many people don't like Resident Evil 5. In Resident Evil 4, you can get money by shooting at crows, and in Resident Evil 5, you can't even do that. What? That's such a little tiny little nitpick, but okay. We will be. Oh yeah. We will be playing Resident Evil 4. I'm excited. We're gonna be playing Resident Evil 4. Well, since now I can't play Batman Arkham Knight, I can make room for Resident Evil 4. But someone, Spider-Man Known, asked me about Doom Eternal again. I could do Doom Eternal one more time, but the last video I did of Doom Eternal, I was just a complete wreck. I was just angry. I was in a really bad mood that day. We could do Doom Eternal again, but if we do Doom Eternal again, then I will be judging it based off of the views. If it does not do the certain amount of views that I want, then I'm not going to do it anymore. But if it does do well, then I'll continue it. But Resident Evil 4, I really want to start playing now because it's Halloween and it's almost Halloween and it's October. I want to get the scares back on the channel. Well, we got that from Little Nightmares. I'm sure Tia would say we did. We got some good jump scares in there. I will never forget the one where I jumped and my fucking controller fell out of my hand, like flew out of my hand. Like, that was kind of funny. But yeah, we gotta keep rolling with the scary stuff. Batman Arkham Knight, I just want to finish. Plus in Batman Arkham Knight it was Halloween, so I figured it was all right to keep going with that one. But the PlayStation wants to cock block me, so that's how we're gonna do this, huh? All right, that's fine. That's what the PC's for, baby. All right, Tio, it's Halloween, and that means Stephen King. So tell me, Mike, what is your favorite Stephen King's adaptation horror movie? Mine is Misery. Oh boy, Stephen King, huh? I actually read a Stephen King book. I always forget the name of it. It was the sequel to The Shining that he wrote. I read the book, not the movie. I did not watch the movie. I did not want to watch the movie. I don't really think I would have liked the movie as much as the book. But I didn't read The Shining. I saw the movie of The Shining. I would say that I'm going to be a basic bitch and say The Shining because I don't really remember any Stephen King movies. I think Stephen King did It. Stephen King did It, right? That one was good. I reviewed that one on here. I didn't review the second one, but I reviewed the first one. Trying to think. Maybe it was pretty good. Down to 14, Doctor Strange is going to be Peter's new mentor in MCU Spider-Man 3. That's dumb. Stop giving him a mentor. He doesn't need one. So dumb. Savage 20 Jr., my favorite villain in Resident Evil I like is Wesker. Of course. Most people do. Zaid, in Spider-Man 2 PS2, you can also use your spider sense and everything goes slow for you as you beat up enemies. That's cool. That was a special ability. They called it Spider Reflex. So basically, time would slow down a bit. You get new, more damaging moves as you fight, which looked awesome, looked great. The slow motion was also very funny because, like, when they talk, it was like in slow motion, so you could just kind of laugh at them as they talked. But yeah, that was a cool ability that you had in the game. Tio, I see a hand. His brother is there. Nope, you're wrong, actually. Let's see how many guesses it takes. Baron 888, Spider-Man fights criminals. Why the hell would he need a sorcerer for a mentor? I do not know. I mean, Doctor Strange is still relatively new at the whole superhero thing as well. So that's even worse. How is he a mentor? He's barely started. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was a huge help in Infinity War and Endgame, but still. Zaid, they will make a Doctor Strange another mentor figure to Spider-Man, and I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of Spider-Man being second fiddle to secondary characters like Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Is Iron Man, before the Iron Man movie, was a secondary character to like someone like Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been for a long time the center or the face of Spider-Man of the Marvel universe. But then they did it with Iron Man, and now everyone's like, "Woo, Iron Man!" And I'm like, "All right, calm your tits." All right, Zaid, I like Spider-Man PS1 because it makes you jump right into the story instead of spending too much time delivering pizzas and collecting tokens just to get to the next mission. Boy, I love that! I love delivering pizzas, though. Fuck you. I get to mess up the pizzas and then I laugh when people get mad at me. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. When I played Spider-Man 2, I would just like mess up the pizzas, and then I deliver all the pizzas, and then they just get so mad. They throw it on the ground, and they turn around, they pout like this. They just cross their arms. It's so funny. Baron 888, Marvel sucks. They humiliated SM in cartoons. In recent years, they have been humiliating the character in movies. Mad disrespect. You want to know why? Because Spider-Man is one of the most respectable, fucking responsible superheroes ever. And a lot of people who are obsessed with politics don't like that. and you probably know who I'm talking about. Some left-winging individuals. They don't like that, so they're like, okay, let's just make him awful. Let's just make him not responsible. Let's make him look like an idiot, even though Miles looks even more of an idiot because one of you guys brought up the whole thing with Miles again with the video game, with the Rhino boss fight. Miles straight up screws up again. Like him and Spider-Man are trying to balance this what is it, like a ship or something, like a flying jet or something. He completely fucks it up, and then he's like apologizing, like, I'm sorry, Peter, and Peter's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. But no, it's a big fucking deal because you screw up way more than Peter. Like you'll get someone killed. Like you are a problem. Like it's not like it is a huge problem. Like it's I don't. Good Lord. Oh man. But I don't know. I gotta stop before I keep going. Zay, did you know that Brian Michael Bendis is the one who came up with the idea of Miles having a relationship with Gwen? Oh, Brian Michael Bendis. Brian Michael Bendis can go fuck off. He really, really can. I like what he did with the Ultimate Comics when he was doing Peter Parker. Again, that Peter Parker death in the Ultimate Comics is the exact way he should go out. But that's it. That's as far as my praise for him goes. Because as soon as we get to Miles, that's when we have problems. And honestly, something happened when he started making that character that he's been terrible ever since. He's been awful. He's been terrible. Terrible writer now these days. Terrible. I don't know what happened to him. Spermanon, goodbye, Arkham Knight. For now, it'll be back. Don't worry. Tio, oh yeah, Tom will grow up. Let me quote, I'm very strong and sticky. How mature, Tom. Okay. Oh boy, I messed up again. Jonathan 14, I'm honestly fine with the Doctor Strange being Peter's mentor because he's not as smart as Tony. But if he's there to fight Peter's villains, that would be pretty pointless. Yeah, a little bit. Zaid, Brian Michael Bendis used his relationship with his girlfriend as inspiration for a relationship with Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. Ultimate Spider-Man Comics, what do you think? I think that's stupid. I think that's not how you should be writing the story at all. Stop bringing your personal life into this. This is not about you. This is about the character that you've created, okay? You're writing a character that already exists. Write the characters right. Write them how they're supposed to be written. Stop fucking up. Zay, do you know that a Punisher teamed up with Eminem in a comic book one time? What the fuck are you talking about? That sounds weird. Jedi Prime, sometimes feeling nostalgic feels so good for me. Yeah, which I will talk about. I want to talk about my nostalgia lately with a certain game, which we will get to. Zaid, what is your favorite horror movie of all time? My favorite is The Conjuring. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite horror movie. I think the last time I got asked this question, I think Spearman Known asked me this, and I think he was asking me about the Friday the 13th movies. My favorite horror movie of all time. I don't really know, man. I mean, I recently sat down and watched the Saw 1 movie last night, the first Saw movie. And it was good. It was the first movie's more tamed than the new ones. I mean, there is a lot of fucked up shit in there, but it still felt like it did a good job building tension, and it was really a thrilling experience. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Tio, as you see, there were some good moments from LN, deserves all the praise it gets. Comic Book King, Punisher also teamed up with Archie. Zaid, yes, Stephen King wrote it. Okay, cool. Tio, I would recommend Misery. It's kind of old, but it still holds up. Spermanon, what are the topics about? Is them Daredevil and Fortnite? Yeah, that's one of them. Daredevil, yeah. So right now in the background, I got someone playing Fortnite. Listen, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it before I'll say it again. All right, I think it's finally time for me to actually get into the discussion now of this. The first time I played Fortnite, I didn't like it. I played one match and I was like, well, that sucked. And I stopped playing. I was like, I'm not playing this again. That was like a few years ago. But then I heard about this Marvel event they were doing. I heard about the Marvel event that they were doing. And it's good. It's good. It's better than anything. It is good than anything I have ever got from Marvel in a long time. A game that I didn't really like at first is doing a much better job at giving me my Marvel stuff than Marvel themselves is right now. Yeah, let that sit in for a minute. Like they're doing such a good job. Like She-Hulk looks great, looks beautiful. Storm's awesome. Iron Man, I actually got Iron Man now. I'm at like 93 level. It's awesome. The outfits they got are awesome. They actually just added a Wolverine one. There's gonna be a new Wolverine outfit with him in the jeans and the wife beater shirt. It looks great. It looks awesome. He's a big, hairy, short man. It looks great. I got Wolverine, which was fucking hard, by the way. I actually was stuck on that for a week trying to fucking just beat Wolverine because he heals. He's healing. Like we got him down, and then like we're like, oh shit, he got back up and he just clawed the shit out of us. It was one of the scariest experiences ever. I was like, huh, this must be the receiving end of what it's like for the people that Wolverine fights. Wow, that's kind of scary, actually. But no, it's so good. There's no bullshit. There's no Miles Morales. There's no Kamala Khan. There's no C-D list heroes. I'm surprised they didn't even put Captain Marvel in it. They didn't put them in it. They put the OGs. They put the good ones in. And I'm like, and now they're putting Daredevil in. And that's why I'm kind of like, that's why I was trying to plan out when I was going to do this podcast, because originally they were going to do it at like 5 to like, what was it, like 4 to 7. Instead, they switched it to 7-10. So I had to readjust because it's like a tournament. I want to do the tournament thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So I want to win Daredevil. I'm excited for Marvel. Like the Fortnite game with the Marvel event. I thought I was going to grow up to be like an old bitter man. I was like, oh, they're ruining all my shit, But no, like this is the first time in a long time where I'm like, this is awesome. This is everything Marvel right now. As far as like this video game is great. 100%. I have nothing to bitch about. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I would expect. And it's fantastic. And then it's kind of funny. I'm sitting there talking to some of my family members. There's like a skin where you get She-Hulk and she becomes like Red She-Hulk. And I'm like, no one's gonna understand that I know exactly who that is. I'm like, that's Betty. That's Betty, the Red She-Hulk. I'm like, I know that, and like it's so cool for me to sit here like a big huge nerd like I am now and to tell them like, hey, I know who that is. Like that's old school classic, like how it used to be. Where how I would explain to people that, because back in the day I would have to explain to people characters or I have to explain like powers and abilities or stories or whatever. That's how it used to be for me. But now these days they got the MCU and they just kind of like take what's already established and then they spin it. They spin it to the point where it's like it's not even mine anymore. It's like it's just it's not what it used to be. And then you got everyone who watches a movie now these days and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of that character. And then in reality, they have never read a comic book, let alone play a video game or watch a TV show of the character in their life. So again, it's so weird how I become so bitter with that because, like I said, when Avengers first came out, I was super happy. I was like, now people are going to know what it's like for me to love these characters. They get to see my favorite characters on the big screen. But then it became this big thing where they think they know better than me. And it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You still don't. I can say a character's name and you don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like that's, again, I can go on and on about this, but I'm again, make it short, sweet, and simple because I know because I do want to get on to one more topic. But no, the Fortnite fantastic. If you have not played the Fortnite game and you've thought about playing it, play the Marvel event. It's really fucking good. Like it is everything that I would want. I've been wanting for Marvel for a long fucking time. Looks great. They're doing Marvel better than Marvel is themselves right now. It is fantastic. I recommend that you do it. It's awesome. It's great. I really love their events. Their superhero knockouts are awesome, where you get to play as doubles or trios, and then you get to like have different like random superpowers. You get to fight each other. Like that was amazing. That was fan fucking tastic. That was amazing. That's great. That game just really has impressed me with how respectful they are. They're so respectful. I've never seen someone so respectful of these characters in a long time. They're really respectful. And then they keep giving me good shit. Now they're giving me Daredevil. They gave me Blade. Like they're giving me some good shit. There's rumors that there's going to be Black Panther. There's rumors that there's going to be Venom. People are saying Spider-Man's going to show up soon. That makes me excited. I'm actually excited to see what they do. I'm a little worried because they might do Miles, but I don't think they will. I think they're going to give me my OG Spider-Man. I'm going to be super happy. And that's awesome. That's great. So I'm happy. I'm really, really happy that they've done everything right so far. I've not seen barely any flaws. So I recommend it. I'm enjoying it. So yeah. All right, let's move on then. That was my little Fortnite discussion. I thought about just canceling the podcast and just doing a Fortnite video instead for you guys, because I did say I wanted to do one to show you guys some of the characters I have and stuff, the skins and stuff, some of the cool stuff you have. All right. How do you feel about Toby, Andrew, and Tom coming together in a Spider-Man film? That sounds great. That sounds cool. That sounds like that Tom could get a lot of experience from Toby and Andrew. I would like that a lot more. See, the mentor thing, you should do that once. And you should do that with a younger Spider-Man and older Spider-Man. I think that would be the correct thing to do. Instead, they keep doing this with Iron Man and they keep doing this with Doctor Strange. That was the first movie you should have done, honestly. Like, that was the first thing you should have did. Jedi Prime, I saw your Heavenly Sword game on the PS3 on your older podcast. Yeah? Ooh. You sure about that? Oh, yeah, this fucking game. Hold on. I have this game. Yeah, I have this fucking game. I was bored. It was like $5. I bought it. I was like, why not? I bought God of War 2 at the same day. But I saw this and I was like, sure, why not? I was like, I don't know, this is fucking hot redhead chick on the front with a sword. Why not? It's fine. I haven't beaten it yet. I don't know. You saw this in my last podcast. Well, probably when it was like over here, probably, because I didn't have gameplay on. I usually don't have gameplay in the back because, as you can see, this kind of wrecks my lighting a bit. It's kind of weird and awkward. Yeah, I also changed the way I do this because I have it sideways, which is dumb. I actually don't like this. I'm actually kind of angry that I did it this way. Because one night I just was like, hey, why don't we just like flip it on the side and see how it looks? And it looks fucking awful. It looks terrible. I got my PS4 ones fine, but I got these horizontal and I don't like it. Because I was trying to give myself more space. I got more space at the price of it looking really weird, which is annoying. Zay, did you know that Michael Jackson wanted to play Spider-Man, which is why he wanted to buy Marvel Comics? What do you think about this? I appreciate the enthusiasm. However, that was not the role for you, my man. All right. Jonathan 14. I feel like once the MCU introduces the Fantastic Four, I have a strong feeling Reed is going to be Peter's new mentor. Kind of okay with it because that led to the friendship between Johnny and Peter. At the same time, I don't think Peter should really have a mentor. Doesn't really change anything about how I feel about it. Kenty subs. Hey, Mike, what's up? Not much, man. What's up with you? Oh, boy. Got to go all the way back up because... Oh, boy. All right, Zayd, did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger almost played the Hulk, but he did not get the role because he was too short. What do you think about this? That's strange. Just Hulk, kind of like what they did with Lou Ferrigno and the original in the old school Hulk at live action TV shows. Eh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. Spidey, Kenzie subs, Mike Spidey 3, Doctor Strange is Spidey's new mentor. Time to rage, lol. Well, not as much as Iron Man, honestly, if I'm being honest. Spider-Man finally finished Ultimate Alliance 2. Great game, but the first one was a bit better. Exactly, 100%. I told you. Zayd, I actually do like the pizza delivery mission Spider-Man 2, but I prefer a Spider-Man video game where it takes you right into the story, so I do respect your opinions. Well, the thing about the Spider-Man on the PS1 was, that was a linear game. That was a linear game. It's supposed to be linear. It's supposed to get you right into the story. Spider-Man 2 is a open world game. So it lets you have the ability to go around and do extra missions and all that other fun stuff. And I like that. You like the more linear version of Spider-Man games. That's fine. It pulls you right into the story. I like Spider-Man games where I get to do side missions and I get to get the open world and I get to swing around, which is fine because you get to swing around in the PS1 version of Spider-Man 2, just not as freely as you could in the open world ones. Kenzie subs, Mike, how do you feel that a couple days ago Toby and Andrew signed up contracts for Spider-Man 3? I think you're lying. Pedro, are you gonna get Spider-Man Miles Morales for PS4? No, thank you. Tio, not your brother. Okay, I imagine your sister then, the one whose voice I mixed up with your mom. I was kidding, girl. I was kidding. All right. Sure. Down to 14. I think Brian Michael Bendis is also the same guy who made Bobby Drake gay out of nowhere. Jesus. Zayd, in my opinion, the best thing that Brian Michael Bendis did so far when it comes to Spider-Man is when he wrote Spider-Man, the new animated series, and I love that show. I didn't know that. Yeah, no. I have that. I have the first volume of that show. Where do I have it? I have it over there by my DVDs. It's not bad. It's decent. It's supposed to take place after I think the first Spider-Man movie because it's supposed to be this weird bridge between Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Even though it doesn't really fit well because of how awkward it is, but Harry's got blonde hair and MJ's got this short red hair, which is fine. It's not that bad. I don't know. I just realized I'm going to turn on my light because it's getting dark in here. And I'm waiting for the camera to readjust, and that's as good as it's going to get. All right. I was gonna do this earlier, but we didn't do it earlier because I woke up late and I was trying to plan this out quick. All right. So when you replay Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, you look back at Marvel and see how different it was back then. Like Nick Fury is white. Ooh, yeah, I know. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, he's white. And then the Ultimate Universe, they made him black. Which is fine because they both act like a dick anyway. Nick Fury in general, Nick Fury's a dick. Okay, he's like 10 steps ahead of everyone. He kind of knows what's going on. He doesn't even tell everyone. He's very secretive. The character never really fucking changes, as far as his character. But the skin color, fine, whatever. By the way, I think they should, if they want to stop the issue that they have with Sam Jackson's copyrights, they should probably just do the Nick Fury white version. And I'm just saying, if you don't want to have that problem, guys, when's the last time we even saw Nick Fury in the 616 universe? I don't even remember. Laura Janice, Drax says hi. Tio, yeah, my boy watched Saw, and what do you think? I think that it was pretty good. Like I said, I think that the first movie is more tamed compared to the future movies, which is probably a good thing because we're gonna watch the second one tonight. And oh boy, is that going to be an experience. That's going to be an experience. I'm expecting more deaths, honestly. More sick, twisted deaths. Oh, that fucking scene. There's a scene in Saw. This was the worst one. So there's a scene in Saw where there's this cop and he's chasing the jigsaw guy, and he runs into this wire, or he kind of like walks into the wire, and then he like looks up and there's like a fucking shotgun. It shoots through his head, through his body, and out his leg. He's fucking dead. He dead. That was fucked up. That was the worst one in the first movie. That was the worst one. That was terrible. That was awful. I felt so bad for that guy. Man. Do you get sick of changing your clocks twice a year? A little bit. Yeah. Because I either gain an hour or I lose an hour. That's how it works for me. Tio, first 3 Saw movies are the best. Okay. Jedi Prime, the third Iron Boy Jr. movie, is cramming in so much plot holes, more so than Spider-Man 3, the TASM 2, and the Iron Boy Far From Good. It's not looking good, and I'm ready. I'm not holding my breath. All right. Spider-Man, nostalgia is why I love The Dark Knight, and get ticked off when people say it's bad or overrated. Zayd, in the latest issue of Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, the new villains dig up Captain George Stacy and Gwen Stacy's dead bodies from their graves and place them near a dining table. You know, this kind of goes back to what I was saying, when they just will not let Gwen Stacy rest in peace. Please stop. Raven Valettes, they had a Blade outfit. Yeah, they did. They had a Blade outfit. My sister got the fucking little like emote where he does like the shuriken and like spin kicks. Looks kind of cool. I didn't get the costume. I got John Wick though. I'm very happy about that. Got John Wick. I got Keanu. Got Keanu. I had to do it. Cost me a pretty penny, but it was fine because I've been enjoying it a lot. Kenzie subs, Mike. I remember back when you did your video, I Hate the MCU Now. I remember you said you weren't watching the Ragnarok because you said it might not be good. Did you watch it? And what did you think? I did. I watched Ragnarok. I reviewed Ragnarok. It was fine. It was funny. But the problem with the movie was that they really fucked up Hulk. Hulk is not going to get. You're not going to get. That movie basically said you're not getting World Breaker Hulk. You're not getting that version. You're not getting that. And Hela being a sister of like Loki, of what was a sister of like Loki and Odin, that was weird. I prefer in the comics where Hela is Loki's daughter. That was such a very sporadic change that they did just to fit their narrative that they just made up. Pedro Zamor, are you going to get Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS4? No, I just said no thank you to the last one. Raven Valettes, did you get the orange-brown Wolverine? Yes, I did. I got the orange-brown Wolverine. They got the Wolverine now that you can unlock if you do all the challenges. The one with the wife beater and the jeans. He looks great. He looks awesome. I can't wait to get that one. He looks really hairy too. Zay, the villain, is using Gwen's dead body and her dad's dead body because he wants to mentally torture Peter Parker. You're gonna love it, Pete. There is no better life than being near your loved one. That's a good line because that is a good way of fucking with him. Because he loved Gwen, and when she died, it fucking broke him in half for a long time. So again, that kind of goes back to my issue with Miles being with Gwen, and I don't care that she's from a different universe. She had a Peter in her universe. It still bothers me. Raven Vletz, because Stan Lee even wanted Gwen and Peter to be a couple, but the fans didn't want that. They wanted Peter and MJ, and that's what they went with. Raven Vletz. People didn't even know who Doctor Doom is. Yeah, like you don't know Doctor Doom, and I gotta sit there and explain it to him. And to be fair, even I kind of had issues. I kind of forgot Doctor Doom's powers. I remember his background, but I kind of forgot what his powers were. Get this. He's using like dark magic to like that's his powers. He's like using dark mystical magic. I was like, what? Yeah, that's not electricity from the Fantastic Four movies. That's not his power. His power is fucking like dark magic and shit. I remembered everything else but his powers. I had to look that back up. Kenzie Subs, Mike, yes, I agree with you. I hated Fortnite, and lately I've gotten a lot of good Marvel shit, but who would have thought Fortnite would get Marvel right? Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Zaid, spoiler, new villain Nick Spencer Spider-Man comic is drum roll, Norman Osborn's son. Holy shit. Really? Okay, now that's interesting. Wait, Norman Osborn's son. Wait, Harry? Is it not Harry? Is it someone else? That's weird. Is it Harry or is it someone else? Oh boy. I got questions. I might need to go read the book. Jeez. Tio, I played some Fortnite on my nephew's PS4, but I just played normal round, nothing Marvel. Oh, you gotta play the Marvel stuff, like the knockouts and stuff. Sparrow, Fortnite treating Marvel with respect makes me want Fortnite. Well, it's free. It's free. You can go play the game for free, and then you can buy the battle pass if you want the skins and stuff. Zaid, what is the identity of Blazing Star? I've been thinking about her last name. I think what I want is I want her to be named after a star, like the name of a star. I'm trying to. I need to look it up though. I need to look up what kind of names we got for stars and stuff because I kind of want to use that instead. But that's the direction I'm going with. After you're done with this podcast, check out the Scorpions video, Nemesis versus William Birkin. All right. Tio, so I just searched, and so are Toby and Andrew really coming back, or do you guys just want to break my heart? I don't know. I have no idea. Pedro, are you going to get Spearman? All right, I'm just going to stop reading this at this point. I already said no. Zaid, in Resident Evil comics, Chief Irons is a psychopath who knows a lot about Leon's father, and Chief Irons told Leon that he will meet the same fate as his father. Oh, shit. Crown One, hey, man, did you watch Jurassic World? I did watch Jurassic World, actually. Zaid, if you made Spider-Man Far From Home, I would have made Mysterio frame Spider-Man by disguising himself as Spider-Man, like in the comics. That would be a cool idea. Hence subs, Mike, do you think that Toby and Andrew news is fake? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I really, really don't. Because it seems like the stars are just aligning right now to give us something amazing right now. Who knows? Crown One, what if Deadpool was in Mortal Kombat? Oh, geez. That I guarantee you that will happen one day. That'll happen. Comic Book King, I feel like Homecoming should only exist because Far From Home didn't need to exist after the events of Endgame. Zaid, what are your favorite episodes of Spider-Man the Animated Series? My favorite is the Venom episode, the Sinister Six episode, and the episode where Harry goes crazy and becomes Green Goblin. My favorite episodes of Spider-Man, the Animated Series, are the one where he gets turned into a giant spider, because that was scary. The one where he meets the X-Men, because that was fucking awesome. Then you start hearing the classic X-Men theme song playing, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? He's just like running around the X-Men theme song playing. That's awesome. And then probably the one where he meets the other Spider-Man. Because that scene at the end where Carnage Peter talks to Uncle Ben was really good. Sperminone, I'm fine with Nick Fury having a different skin color because his character never changed. Yeah, it never really did change. He's always been that prick who's 10 steps ahead of everybody. Zaid, what do you think about of Nanite Nick Fury in Open Alliance 2? That was weird. It was weird. I mean, that was kind of cool that you got to fight Nick Fury, but the Nanite Nick Fury was really weird. I did play as Nanite Nick Fury a lot though when I actually unlocked him. It's fine. I mean, I kind of wish I just had regular old Nick Fury as like a skin or something though. Sperminone, what is the next topic I want to know? The next topic is actually about something that happened today. Someone was talking shit about Zaid, Sperminone, and me. They were talking shit about us on someone else's live stream. So I went ahead and I went over there and I just kind of checked it out. And yeah, it happened. People were talking shit about us. So I went over there and I was just like, hey, man, you want to cut that shit out? And then they all disappeared. They all left. I actually got this information from MCU Hater. He commented on my last live stream I did of Batman Arkham Knight, I think, and he told me about it. And I thanked him. I was like, thank you for telling me. It's just crazy to me how quickly he got back to me on that. I mean, you guys, sometimes I forget how frequent you guys are when you go to different channels and stuff. It's kind of funny. I never really had him on the live stream before. At least if I did, I don't remember. But I was really happy when I had someone came and tell me that was happening because it was pretty crazy. I didn't think I was that popular to the point where people would talk shit about me on other channels. You know, this isn't the first time. You know, it's happened before. People made a video about me. People have people made videos about me. They talk shit about me. But what I will say is this is what I will say. All right, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Don't lie about me. You know, that's probably the one thing I will say. Don't lie about me. Like this person was saying that I was saying that I wanted Miles Morales and Tom Holland dead. Me wanting Miles Morales dead, by the way, doesn't fucking matter because number one, he's a fictional character, and number two, Tom Holland. I never said I wanted to kill Tom Holland. I've said I wanted to box him a few times, but I don't want to kill him. You know that no, like they don't lie. Like straight up just sitting there lying. He wasn't wrong about the first two things, but when he got down to the last like two things, it was like, no, you're lying now, and I gotta shut you up. So yeah, I was annoyed by that. Don't lie about me. Like don't do that because that gets under my nerves. That gets under my nerves. You want to talk shit about me? You have a problem with me? That's fine. Don't lie about what I said though. This is not the first time this has happened either. I've had a lot of people who sit there and they kind of take what I said out of context, or I say something or I do something and people think that people come up with their own assumptions. Unless I said that, then that's different. But don't lie, okay? I never said I wanted to kill Tom Holland. I never said I wanted to kill Miles Morales. I want Miles Morales to go away. I mean, I would prefer that he goes away forever, but Tom Holland is a normal person. I would prefer. I'm just angry at him because I want him to actually care about the character to the point where he will acknowledge that it's not right, and he should try to do his best to make it better. He is the actor. If he has a problem with it, then he should be able to talk to the director or writer and be like, "Hey, maybe we should do this a little differently. Maybe we should do this a little bit more like they did in the comics." I don't know. How about you care? Like, he doesn't care. He just wants to get a paycheck. That's my biggest problem with him. That's my problem with him as an actor, not necessarily as a person. I mean, it could be a little bit as a person because, you know, he doesn't care. It makes me angry, but he's not a fan, obviously. He doesn't care about the character like I do. I care about the character more than he does. And that says something. All right, let's move on. Zayd, what do you think about Rambo being in Mortal Kombat 11? That's so funny. It's so funny and weird that Rambo's in it. Rambo, really? Like, come on. Like, you know what's kind of funny is I gotta go back and watch the Rambo movies because I never really watched them. But it's just so weird. And then you got Melina again, which is cool. She looks like Melina, which is good. They got rid of her lips, which is I guess makes sense because they only did it in 10 because she evolved or whatever. But because if this is the Melina from the tournament, from 9, then yeah, she should have just the teeth then. I would like the lips as like a skin because that design of her is probably my favorite design. The MK10 design is probably my favorite design. I like that she, yeah, she has the big ass teeth on the side of her face, but she also has lips. Kind of that also kind of makes sense for her to be able to talk because it just looks and it makes more sense. I just like that design. That's my favorite design. It really, really is. I like the 10 design of her. It looks fantastic. Savage 20 Jr., the MCU needs to be darker. Not darker. They need better writing. Zayd, what do you think of the ending of Brightburn where the evil super kid kills his parents and destroys a plane full of passengers? Well, that was... Man, I don't like that movie. I ain't talking about that movie. Tio, hey Mike, show us your sister. I want to say hi. No. How's that sound? How about fuck you? She's like 12. Spider-Man, Zayd, Brightburn isn't really considered a DC movies because it's made by Sony. It's not Superman at all. It's its own thing. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. Zayd, there are now 2 iconic characters that are ruined by Brian Michael Bendis, Spider-Man and Superman. Yeah, you ruined the 2 best superheroes, dickhead. Zayd, what do you think of Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman currently being played as British actors? I think it's weird that these 3 American icons are being played by British actors right now. It is weird, but I don't know. Tio, Stupid Miles taking Gwen, how he dared even get close to that mother piece. Okay, I'm not reading all that. Jedi Prime, did you know that Spider-Man 1 and 2 were realized on VHS? Yeah, I did. I had the VHSs. Zayd, I'm so tired of Miles and Silk being in the latest Amazing Spider-Man comics. Just focus on one Spider-Man and stop overdoing the multiverse. Yeah, that's kind of also the problem is they keep doing the multiverse thing. It's just boring now. T.O. All right. Raven Valets, why they keep asking if you're going to get Spider-Man PS5? It's ridiculous. I don't know. This is like the 3rd fucking time. Or 3rd, 4th time. Zayd, use this comic book link to read the comic. Kenzie Subs, Mike, this is exactly what I mean. Tom fangirls are so blind. I'm sitting in math and my group is all girl, and they were talking about Far From Home and said how good it was, and I mentioned Molten Man, and they said who? Who? Oh my goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Spider-Man, is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 canon to the other 2 games? Because it feels different compared to the other 2 games. I think 3 is not canon. I think they try to say it's canon, but it's so different. I feel like I can positively say that it's not canon. Zayd, I'm actually worried about Toby Andrew news because Kevin Feige and John Watts will be screwed up and have Tom be the main leader of the 3 Spider-Man, and they will butcher Toby and Andrew. Well, that will piss me off. All right, Comic Book King, did you know that Stan Lee said in his interview of Into the Spider-Verse that anyone can be Spider-Man no matter what race you are? Do you agree or disagree with Stan Lee? I disagree. Tio, why are they talking shit specifically about the 3 of you? Why not just Mike, if at all? Well, they were talking shit about me, of course, but they talk shit about them because Zayd and Spider-Man are probably one of the most vocal people that I have on the channel right now. So of course that's why they would bring them up. Tio, you are more recent, so I don't know you know, it's kind of up in the air. I don't know what they were thinking. They just want to talk shit, I guess. It's weird. They're talking on someone's Super Mario live stream. It's like, man, you're there for Super Mario. Why are you talking shit about me? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, it's so weird. And the person live streaming didn't seem to really care or know who. Like, he even mentioned that I was there. Like, yeah, I was there. I popped up there because I wanted to make sure that the shit talking stopped, which it did. Zaid, have you seen season 2 of The Boys? Not yet. I've seen parts though. Have you seen the trailer for the reboot of another classic horror movie, which is called Candyman? No, I've not. Spider-Man, dude, Rambo is badass. Yeah, I know. Zaid, whose side were you always on when it comes to Tom and Jerry? I always on Tom's side because Jerry always wins in the end of every episode. And I felt so sorry for Tom. I don't know. I guess it just depended on the episode for me personally. It depended on the episode. It's actually pathetic how people are butthurt about a different opinion about the MCU Spider-Man, and I had to expose them on YouTube for publicly when they did not do anything. My versions of songs, what's up, man? Not much, man. What's up with you? Spider-Man on Bye, Gotta Go, and Brightburn is underrated in my opinion. Zaid, they actually got Sylvester Stallone to voice Rambo in Mortal Kombat 11, but they couldn't get Arnold Schwarzenegger to voice the Terminator. Facepalm. Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Zaid, who is the best action star of the 1980s? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, or Bruce Willis, and why? I'm gonna say Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the reason why I'm gonna say Arnold Schwarzenegger is because he did The Predator, he did The Terminator, and I think he did something else. He did a lot for those movies. Sylvester Stallone, he did Rocky, he did Rambo. Bruce Willis, he did. I remember he did Die Hard. That's all I got. I would say Arnold Schwarzenegger because he really kicked off a lot of cool franchises that are still alive to this day, which are kind of starting to die out, like Terminator and Alien and all that other shit, or Predator. I mean, but no, those. I'm gonna say Arnold Schwarzenegger. Crown One, do you think Roblox is overrated? Never played it. I think they need to remake bad movies and games to make it better. Sure. Zaid, who would win in a fight, Terminator, RoboCop, and why? I'm gonna say RoboCop because the Terminator has been beaten by a lot of normal people, like Sarah Connor and John Connor and all that other shit. And RoboCop is a RoboCop, so I think he can handle it. My version of songs, nobody plays Roblox no more, to be honest. Tio, hi. Well, I heard about overprotective brothers. I know I am one, but I just want to say hi. You know, I am on another continent. You know, no hard feelings. Okay, let's not stress over that. Kenzie subs, yes, Mike, I'm dead serious. I was in math class. I mentioned all the elemental villains, and they were all like they had names, and they didn't even know J.K. Simmons is J.J. Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we know more. Like, it's just like they don't know shit. Yeah, well, I'm here for like 2 years. I am not that recent, but I'm definitely not as vocal as those two. Yeah. I might go soon. I'm not sure. Well, to be honest, it does seem like, that's all we really got to talk about today. I just wanted to talk about those two topics and do the podcast today because I know you guys really expected me to do this today. I thought about canceling, but I kind of just wanted to, do it because I'm sure you guys wanted it too. Crown One, did you see the Monster Hunter movie trailer? No, I did not. Well, I don't really got much else to say unless you guys do. We're done. I did all the Fortnite. I talked about Fortnite. I talked about what happened today. That's all I really got to talk about, honestly. Zaid, have you seen the Terminator Dark Fate? I have not seen it, and thank God I have not seen it. I just saw the scene where the T-800 kills John Connor. You just saw the scene. You just saw the scene, really. I already saw the scene as soon as people started talking shit about it. I did not watch the movie, but I saw parts. I saw that scene. Yeah, that pissed me off. So yeah. Well, I ain't got much else to talk about. This is a short one, which is fine. Probably a good thing, because I got to get ready in 30 minutes for the tournament, the Fortnite tournament. Maybe I'll see some of you there. Now, we'll have a gunfight. Look out for John Wick, all right? I got my Keanu skin. Tia, let me see what else can I squish in here. Well, that a spoiler for Terminator 6. Kenzie Subs, Mike, I saw an edit today and it said when you were watching MCU 3 in the theaters, then this started playing the Raimi theme for the intro. Mike, did you hear the rumor for Fortnite, Spidey, and Carnage? I heard for Venom. I did not hear for Carnage. I heard for Venom and Spider-Man though. Comic King, I'm vocal too well sometimes. Yeah, but you're not so. Yeah, but you probably didn't bother them as much, so that's probably why they didn't. Zayd, I saw the scene as well. Then when people started talking bad about it as well. Yeah, I saw it. It sucked. It was like, wow, I hate this director. I hate this movie. I didn't watch the movie, but my brother did. He said it was fine, but well, this is a very weird question. What do you think about racism? I think that, it exists, and I feel like that, a few years ago it was not as bad, but ever since, politics have made it worse, honestly. Kenzie Sub, see you, Mike. I think this should be early before I go. Black Shaka, LOL. All right. Zayd, I will send you the comic link again after the podcast is over, so that you can read it. All right, sure. All right. Well, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Tio, we are cool vocal comic book king. Okay, you're just talking comic book king. All right, it's fine. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys.